the people out, that we let our community know what all we offer. You know, it's very important. A lot of people still don't know that we're here, so I'm glad y'all gave us the opportunity to come and share, and hopefully you'll never need us or your loved ones will never need us. But if so, we're here, and I work with a great set of women. And Tess shared that we see a lot of hard stuff, and there's cases that I will remember to the end. But when you see them months later, and they come running up to you and they hug you, we actually, the week of after Christmas, we had an 8-year-old that graduated from therapy, and we lined up and down the hall and we clapped and we cheered her on, and she was so proud of herself, and we had a goodie bag for her. And that's why I do what I do. Yes, it's hard on that night when you're there with them at their darkest hour, but then to see them smile and they have conquered this and they're a survivor. That's why I do what I do, and I think I speak for most of the women here, and man. We do have a male. I'm sorry.
We have a male therapist, Dr. Stillman.
But when you see how far they've come in a year, or even less than a year, that's real important. Now, if we see someone for a sexual assault, we also we like to do a follow-up with them at 6 weeks, 3 months, and 6 months. And on that follow-up, they'll see our nurse practitioner. We also do repeat labs, because sexually transmitted diseases out there that you're not going to know you have it at 6 weeks or at 3 months. It might be 6 months. Hopefully it won't show up, but there are some bad diseases that will show up later, and it's important that we stay on top of that and help our victims with that. I won't go into detail on exams, but we do testify. Yes, and we have to testify in court. Now, that's not my favorite part. Going to court makes me pretty nervous, and I think it does everybody. I'd rather stay in the medical field, but we do have to testify in court. We have an advocate that goes and stays with the victim. So when you see us that night that the event happened to you at your lowest, that's not the only time you're going to see us. We walk the walk with you, and we talk you through anything. And like Tess said, we're available 24/7. So if 8 months down the road, you wake up in the middle of the night, you're having a panic attack, you can't breathe, you're just needing somebody, we're there for them, and we talk to them. When it comes time for court, we have the advocate, the nurses will testify, or the forensic interviewer will go and testify. So, can you think of?
One of the most important services that we offer, when I say we're wrapped around, we also, and we follow up with our patients that have had exams. But those children the children that come through the center, we have what's called MDT meetings every single month. And that stands for multidisciplinary teams. That is one of the most important things that we do, because we follow child from beginning to end for as long as we need to find out. We have meetings with the teams with every single county every single month. So we have Ware MDT meeting, we have Pierce, we have Charlton, we have Coffee, we have Brantley. And so we take law enforcement from that county, DFACS, the school system, counselors, the DA's office. That is members of our MDT, and we come together every single month and we go over a list of all of our children, and we find out for the DA's office, has this been prosecuted? Or law enforcement, have we got the DNA test results back? DFACS is still in mom and dad's custody. The school system, how are they doing in school? Are they passing? Are they failing? Are they having attendance issues? what are some things that we need to know and work together on so that we can make sure that we're taking care of these kids and nothing is no one slipping through the cracks. And that's really one of the most important things that we do.
Yeah, I was wondering, what, I don't want to say your success rate, but with your taking from your youngest child that's in there to when they're actually in the cases closed, or I don't want to really say closed, but you guys, I'm sure you guys go and check on them between years later, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as long as, and a lot of times we will leave them. I mean, some we have had on our MDT list for years because they continue to need support and services, and that might be services through Unison, that might be services through us, that might be DFAC services. DFACs also, will hire a third party that I just learned about. I wasn't sure if they still had this, but parenting classes, they offer that as well. So we continue to work with them, and like a lot of times, and especially with COVID and the backlog of cases that we've had in our court system, they've been on there just because of that. They're doing well in school, they're with the caregivers and everything's going well, but there still has not gone to court. So they continue to remain on those MDT lists for as long as we need to, until we know that all of their needs have been met.
What's the youngest age child that has gone through there?
The youngest?
The youngest?
Yes.
Oh, we've had some that were just a couple months
weeks,
old,
yeah.
a couple weeks.
Couple
Yeah.
of weeks
Oh,
for physical abuse. Yeah, unfortunately, we see that. And as far as the oldest, I think was a 79-year-old.
We've had some from nursing homes and
So we,
elder abuse.
yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to mention really quick, I know I'm probably out of time, is we are grant funded, but we do rely on donations, and we are actually having a fundraiser. It's our first annual. We're so excited. We're having a bowling tournament, and it's actually going to be for our first responders and our community partners to participate in. But our community partners would be like the people I'd mentioned in MDT, law enforcement, DFACs, our school system, the DA's office, all of our community partners. But we're also inviting our first responders too, which would be fire department and EMS, which we do work with, EBI, Georgia State Patrol. So we have invited all of them to participate in our very first bowling fundraiser, and it is actually going to be at the brand new bowling alley in Waycross. It's being currently remodeled. And so Jamie McQuaig Johnson is going to allow us to be kind of as a thank you to our first responders. They're going to allow us to use the bowling alley for the very first time. So we'll be the first ones in there. And so we're really excited about that. But it'll be March the 11th. And we would love for everyone to come watch and cheer on their favorite team. And if you can, support your favorite first responder, because they're going to be putting teams together and they have registration fees, and they're going to need help paying the registration fees. So we just ask that the community please, support your favorite first responder. And you can reach out to us if you want to do that, or the police department. And we're inviting all of our 6 counties. So if you don't live in Ware County and you want to support Brantley, or you want to support, you can absolutely do that. Or if you have a family member that is in one of those counties that will be playing. So that's going to be March the 11th. And Miss Janice, I'll try to send out some information to you if you'd like. I can put my email in the chat. And we also have right now what we do when children come into the center. When they leave, we give them a goodie bag and we give them a stuffed animal, and we let them pick what kind of animal they want. And we're getting low on stuffed animals, so we posted on Facebook page, but if anyone would like to donate any new stuffed animals, we do have that stuffed animal drive going on right now. So, do you have any questions?
What else is in the goodie bag?
Well, we actually said we've had several, we had Wake Off Service League reach out to us and want to help with a project. So they put some goodie bags together for us. There was a toy, there was a coloring book, there was hand sanitizer,
Goodies.
just like some candy, some gummy worms.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
all right, that kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah. And then recently we had Emmanuel Baptist donate goodie bags as well. We ran out of those from Service League. And so Emmanuel Baptist donated some really good goodie bags that had various things in it for different ages. So even more adolescent ages have goodie bags too for them.
Okay. All right.
Any other questions?
Oh, one other question, because I was taking notes. Where are the satellite? Nehota, Douglas, where else?
Then
Where's that?
Folkestone.
Folkestone.
Yeah.
Okay. And in all, there are 11 employees.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a lot of work for just
Yeah.
11 people.
Yeah.
It is, but we're glad